be thankful for this gathering here today as we all celebrate the academic success of our grandchildren, our children, brothers and sisters, spouses, friends, and students. Let us also be grateful to all the families and friends for all the crucial support they have given us in the past, especially over at our university. Let us celebrate the time we have spent together, the friends we have made, the intellectual exploration and the development we have undertaken, and the insights we have shared into the multiplicity of this world, its people, its ways of knowing, and the dimensions of its amazing beauty, and the marvelous variety and range of intellectual and artistic expression. We should never lose sight of the possibility that the world can be changing, refreshing, refashioned, and made better. Let us hope that the knowledge, insights, and wisdom shared with the members of the graduating class and others and other youths will not only for personal development, but also for the advancement of our community, our common humanity, and ultimately the human spirit.
Please be seated. I will, in a moment, make the platform party stand up again, but I'll start by introducing myself. I'm Donna Rogers. I'm the Vice President of Academic and Research at Alumni University, and it's my honor to be the MC for this afternoon's ceremony. Good afternoon. For the first time since 2019, I am elated to welcome you all in person to the Algoma University 2022 Spring Convocation. It has been a long few years, and on behalf of the university and its faculty, staff, students, and alumni, I extend our warmest welcome to our graduates, to their families and friends, and to our distinguished guests who are here with us today. For those joining us via live stream around the world, welcome, bienvenue, and miigwech for tuning in to celebrate with us. I am pleased to introduce the platform party to you. Starting to my right, would each member of the platform party rise when I call your name and remain standing until everyone's been introduced. The members of the platform party are Professor Jim Bird, Assistant Professor and Mace Bearer, Mr. Ash Lambach, Mr. Jake Pastore, Lieutenant Governor and Council-appointed External Board Member on the Board of Governors, Ms. Ozma Vesna, President and Vice Chancellor, Mr. Mario Turco, Chancellor, Dr. Istvan Imre, Acting Academic Dean, Dr. Michelle Piercy-Normer, Vice President, Academic Research, and Mr. David Marasco, University Registrar. I'd also like to take a moment to recognize our special guests who are either in attendance or have extended their regrets and sent congratulations. We appreciate everyone's ongoing support and partnership. I'd like to begin by acknowledging the land on which we gather and which the region of Peel operates is part of the treaty lands and territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit. For thousands of years, Indigenous peoples inhabited and cared for this land. In particular, we acknowledge the territory of the Anishinaabeg, the Huron-Wendat, the Haudenosaunee, and the Ojibwe Chippewa peoples, the land that is home to the Métis, and most recently, the territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation, who are direct descendants of the Mississaugas of the Credit. We are grateful to have the opportunity to work on this land, and by doing so, we give our respect to its first inhabitants. I'd now like to ask Mr. Jake Pastore, Lieutenant Governor and Council-appointed external board member on the Board of Governors, to address Convocation.
Thanks, Donna. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm truly delighted to welcome you today as we collectively celebrate the Algoma University class of 2022. It is so energizing to again gather in a traditional convocation setting with students, faculty, staff, and family members, and other special guests associated with our growing Brampton campus. It actually brings me back to my days as an undergraduate student, many moons ago. It has been quite some time since most of us have had the opportunity to gather, and we are fortunate to celebrate together today at this beautiful convocation hall. It's an honor and privilege to share greetings and words of congratulations on behalf of the entire Algoma University Board of Governors. The Board of Governors is committed to ensuring the success of our students and Algoma University as a whole. Each member is dedicated to supporting the growth, strength, and well-being of everyone across our 3 campus communities. The university has accomplished many amazing milestones over the past few years, including record enrollment, innovative new programming, and a range of enhancements to academic and student spaces, especially here in Brampton. While this being said, I truly believe our greatest accomplishment is the record number of graduates who are crossing the convocation stage in Brampton, Sault Ste. Marie, and Timmins this spring. As graduates, you help shape the future, and I know the learning that has occurred over the course of your time with Algoma University has prepared you well. Being able to witness our students crossing the finish line and completing their goals, especially in this ever-changing landscape, is a testament to why we, the Board of Governors, do what we do. But today, it's about you, your accomplishments, your hopes, and your dreams. Today we celebrate what you have each worked so hard to achieve. I'm so happy to have been able to meet the number of you prior to the ceremony. I have heard many stories of your success and amazing plans for the future. Whether you're moving on to grad school, an exciting career in accounting or IT, or possibly just starting your own entrepreneurial venture. We know your academic accomplishments to date and your perseverance over the past few years have prepared you well for continued success. Congratulations once again on behalf of the board to each of you, and best of luck in all of your future endeavors.
I now ask Ms. Ozma Vesna, newly reappointed President and Vice Chancellor of Algoma University, to share welcoming remarks to graduates and guests. President Vesna.
Chancellor Turco, elders, dignitaries, and special guests, some who have come a great distance to be with us today, family members of our graduates, board members, faculty, staff, and community. Welcome, Bindigan, bienvenue, to this special day of celebration as we honor the 2022 graduates from our growing Brampton campus. And we're here at the Living Arts Center, beautiful venue for our first in-person convocation in 2 years. Special word of appreciation to our piper and the students who will share their musical talent with us today. We are very appreciative of you sharing your special gifts, as they always help to make our convocation ceremonies extraordinary. I also wish to acknowledge, as Dr. Rogers has, that the land on which we gather, in which the region of Peel operates, is part of the treaty lands and territories of the Mississauga of the Credit. I also acknowledge with respect and admiration the spirit of a very special man who guided the vision and development of the special mission. His name was Chief Shingwak. Some in Brampton know this name as Chinguzi. Chinguzi had a tremendous impact on the history of both the Peel region and the region of Algoma, where our Sault Ste. Marie campus is located. Derived from Chingwak Gomes, the name of the legendary Ojibwe chief whose efforts helped to secure a final victory for the British during the War of 1812. The name Chinguzi is well known within Brampton and the greater region of Peel. It can be found in many prominent locations, including geographic placeholders such as Chinguzi Township, Chinguzi Park, Chinguzi Road, and other prominent facilities within the community. I want to share a little bit about Chinguzi's vision for education. And when he finished the War of 1812, he started to think a lot about peace. So if I can share with you, when the War of 1812 was going on, Upper Canada, which is this sort of area in southern Ontario, it was under siege. And there was a good possibility that the British at the time were not going to win that war. And Tecumseh and others, chiefs from this area, they called on the great warriors from the north. And so this man, Chingwak, Chief Chingwak, he brought warrior troops all the way from Wawa, which you may not know of, but it's about 15 hours north of here. And they traveled the water system, picking up Indigenous warriors along the way, traveling the water system. Lake Superior, Lake Erie, and all of those river systems that brought us here. And when they got here, they were a huge force. And many attribute the victory of 1812 to this chief. When he finished that war, he came back with a vision of peace. And he began to articulate a vision for cross-cultural learning, teaching, and understanding. And in the 1800s, when this incredible visionary was dreaming about what that might look like, he envisioned a teaching wigwam, where people would come to learn the ways of the Ojibwe people, and the Ojibwe people would teach and learn the ways of the Europeans at the time. Today, we take that vision into 2022 and 2023, and we think about what does that mean. And I think he would be so happy to see what's happening on our different campuses today. We have students now from over 60 countries in the world on our campuses. Our classrooms are opening up to different ways of learning, opening ourselves up to learning different worldviews, to learning about different cultures. And I am so excited to see graduates like you bringing all of this into this new world. So I thank you for choosing Algoma. I welcome you to your celebration today. I look forward to spending this time with you. This is your event. You've worked hard to get here, and we want to say welcome. Thank you.
I'm very pleased to welcome Danya Parmar, also known as Celine, recipient of a graduate certificate in Human Resources and Business Management, to share an expression of thanks on behalf of the 2022 graduating class.
Thank you all for this graduation ceremony, board members. Good afternoon, everyone. We gathered today to mark the graduation ceremony of class 2022. I am Celine Danya Parmar, currently graduating from Human Resource and Business Management course. Most of you know me as Celine, representing the Student Orientation Leadership Team at Brampton campus. I'm honored to have the opportunity to express gratitude on behalf of my entire class of 2022 at Algoma University, Brampton. I would like to thank all parents, family, and friends for their unwavering love and support, as well as the board members of Algoma University, faculty, and staff for their guidance and dedication in shaping us into a passionate, innovative, and better people. We truly owe all this from what we are now. New beginnings bring new challenges. Many of us who are here were living apart from our loved ones. Most of us had to leave our parents, spouses, even children and friends to engage in this new learning exposure. I would like to quote Oprah Winfrey. She described her experience with new challenges. She said, "Challenges are gifts that force us to search for a new center of gravity. Don't fight them, just find a new way to stand." And as all of you will agree with me, Algoma University gave us that new center of gravity and guided us to stand resilient. The most cherished moment for us all was that Algoma University staff, faculty, and student life experience team is true to its mission, which is all welcome. From the very first day, I would like to mention the staff, the faculty, they all connected with us as we are a new family member being welcomed, made our smooth transition from virtual to in-person classes. And the most intriguing part, they knew our names right away, even though we had interactions with them virtually. This graduation has already shown us how capable we are of accomplishing our goals when we commit ourselves to them. Graduation is a major step in the journey of all our lives. Algoma University and the whole community gave us opportunities, served as a launching point, projecting us to wherever our futures are meant to take us. I would just like to thank many and mention a few names. So please forgive me if I haven't taken your names, but I would like to start with the President, Asima, our professors, Jawad Malik, Professor Bola Saha, Professor Satinder Rupra, and Professor Seymour Steen. School business and economic staff, Shahrukh, Jeremy, Farhan, Iman, our student advisor, Gilbert, and KK, and the best student experience leader, Brampton campus, Ms. Shanice. Thank you one and all for your support. Graduation is not the end, it's just the beginning. Kudos, congratulations to all graduating students. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We now move to the presentation of candidates for Algoma University degrees and certificates and the conferring of those degrees and certificates. I will read the names of the graduands being conferred their respective degrees and any awards they will receive. For members of the audience, I would like to note that our official photographer today is Winged Whale Media. Photos of each graduate will be shared on our social media following today's ceremony.
Chancellor Turco, by the authority of the Algoma University Senate, I have the honor to present for their degrees those candidates whose names will be announced, and I respectfully request that you confer them on the degrees for which they have qualified.
Anuja Arora, Graduate Certificate in Business. Pankaj Arora, Graduate Certificate in Business. Ankush Bhardwaj, Graduate Certificate in Business. Anjali Kaur Bhatia, Graduate Certificate in Business. Amanpreet Kaur, Graduate Certificate in Business. Jaspreet Kaur, Graduate Certificate in Business. Lekha Poguri, Graduate Certificate in Business. Adesumba Oyeyemi Olukoya, Graduate Certificate in Business. Amrita Rani, Graduate Certificate in Business and Graduate Certificate in Human Resources Management. Jasleen Verk, Graduate Certificate in Business. Divija Arora, Graduate Certificate in Human Resources and Business Management. Vivek Chandrasekhar, Graduate Certificate in Human Resources and Business Management. Prachita Chawla, Graduate Certificate in Human Resources and Business Management. Zenik Tarun Gosar, Graduate Certificate in Human Resources and Business Management. Namita Prerak Joshi, Graduate Certificate in Human Resources and Business Management. Pavani Kalchetti, Graduate Certificate in Human Resources and Business Management. Rishabh Kalme, Graduate Certificate in Human Resources and Business Management. Akashdeep Kaur, Graduate Certificate in Human Resources and Business Management. Gagandeep Kaur, Graduate Certificate in Human Resources and Business Management. Mandeep Kaur, Graduate Certificate in Human Resources and Business Management. Gaganpreet Kaur, Graduate Certificate in Human Resources and Business Management. Vijay Kumar, Graduate Certificate in Human Resources and Business Management. Lubnabanu Qureshi, Graduate Certificate in Human Resources and Business Management. Prabji Maini, Graduate Certificate in Human Resources and Business Management. Oluwadamilola Owoyeye. Thank you. Graduate Certificate in Human Resources and Business Management. Celine Daniel Parmar, Graduate Certificate in Human Resources and Business Management. Nitush Sachdeva, Graduate Certificate in Human Resources and Business Management. Navrinder Singh, Graduate Certificate in Human Resources and Business Management. Farheen Sheikh, Graduate Certificate in Human Resources and Business Management. Ankur Amar, Certificate in Human Resources Management. Parneet Kaur Brar, Certificate in Human Resources Management. Arshdeep Kaur, Certificate in Human Resources Management. Gursimran Deol, Certificate in Human Resources Management. Ritu Devi, Certificate in Human Resources Management. Kajal Dalla, Certificate in Human Resources Management. Amani Fatwala, Certificate in Human Resources Management. Harmeet Kaur Gill, Certificate in Human Resources Management. Amandeep Kaur, Certificate in Human Resources Management. Anmol Kaur, Certificate in Human Resources Management. Harleen Kaur, Certificate in Human Resources Management. Jaspreet Kaur, Certificate in Human Resources Management. Kamalpreet Kaur, Certificate in Human Resources Management. Mandeep Kaur, Certificate in Human Resources Management. Manpreet Kaur, Certificate in Human Resources Management. Palarjeet Kaur, Certificate in Human Resources Management. Pavandeep Kaur, Certificate in Human Resources Management. Ramandeep Kaur, Certificate in Human Resources Management. Ramandeep Kaur, Certificate in Human Resources Management. Simranjeet, you have to say it twice. Simranjeet Kaur, Certificate in Human Resources Management. Baljeet Kaur, Certificate in Human Resources Management. Halak, Certificate in Human Resources Management. Aditya Lubana, Certificate in Human Resources Management. Baljeet Singh, Certificate in Human Resources Management. Gagandeep Singh, Certificate in Human Resources Management. Jaskaran Singh, Certificate in Human Resources Management. Poonam Verma, Certificate in Human Resources Management. Rajveer Kaur, Certificate in Project Management, Resilience and Innovation. Raghav Kasrija, Bachelor of Business Administration, Honors, Human Resources Management, Marketing. Simon Bobok, Bachelor of Business Administration, Honors, Accounting. Arvind Kumar, Graduate Certificate in Human Resources Management. Mangaldeep Sharma, Graduate Certificate in Business. Hardeep Kaur Tatla, Graduate Certificate in Business. Simmerpreet Singh, Graduate Certificate in Business. Harjeet Kaur, Graduate Certificate in Business. Kanika Madan, Graduate Certificate in Human Resources and Business Management. Simran Kaur, Graduate Certificate in Human Resources and Business Management. Harmanpreet Kaur, Graduate Certificate in Human Resources and Business Management. Rahul Singla, Graduate Certificate in Business. Jaspreet Kaur, Graduate Certificate in Human Resources Management. Kamaldeep Kaur, Graduate Certificate in Human Resources Management. Sankhul Suri, Graduate Certificate in Business. Hetal Gohil, a Graduate Certificate in Human Resources and Business Management. Traffic is apparently not everyone's friend today, so we've got 3 more students to cross the stage, and we'll just take a breath and give them their moment. Thank you for your patience. Ramanpreet Kaur Sidhu, Certificate of Business Management. Jasmeet Singh, Graduate Certificate in Business Management. Harneet Kuner, Graduate Certificate in Business Management.
Good afternoon, everyone. President Vezina, thank you for your presentation of graduates. Wow, what an impressive group. I am confident that the world will be a better place because of their chosen field of studies and their learning journey here at Brampton. I would ask now all graduates to please stand. As Chancellor, by the authority vested in me under the Charter of Algoma University and the Algoma University Senate, I confer said degrees with all the related rights, honors, and privileges on these candidates. To those candidates who are not able to be present, I confer the degree in absentia. Congratulations, well done. You may now cap.
Congratulations, everyone. Whether you know it or not, that was the official moment. You really have these degrees and certificates now. I'm honored to invite President Vezina back to the podium to address Convocation.
Thank you once again, and congratulations to each and every one of you who received your degree or your certification today. I want to take a moment to reflect back on 2 years ago when you arrived at our campus, and thinking about some of what happened on that day. I'm thinking about the pandemic and some of you having to do almost all of that pandemic online. I'm reflecting on some of the presentations that we made to you, thinking that that was going to be a very short term. We'll see you in 3 months, don't panic. And then realizing that it was going to be much longer. And, you know, reflecting back on the last 2 years and what that must have been like for you. Many of you had traveled a great distance to be here. Many of you were juggling homes and children and work through that pandemic. It is wonderful to be here today to celebrate you. You are the actual first class that probably went through the entirety of the pandemic together. And I think that speaks volumes to who you are today and who you will become tomorrow. I also remember telling each of you in some of those orientation activities where you would come on in video, or if we were lucky, I might see you in person. And I remember your faces. I remember the anxiousness. I remember what you looked like when you came in, nervous a little bit, kind of trying to figure out what this was all what it was gonna be like. Who are these people that call themselves Algoma University? Would we actually be part of a community, a family, or would we feel like outsiders? How would this all work? And I remember sharing with you how important it was that you knew that we were going to care for you. And that we believed that because you had made it into our university, you already had the talent and the skills to be successful. You just had to believe. And if you got into difficulty, you needed to let us know. And I know for many of you, in fact, I've heard many of your stories, it hasn't always been an easy journey. Those first few months, those middle few months when you thought you were coming back and then that changed, but you made it. And for me, this class will always be very special. So I want to speak a little bit to you about what I'm hoping for. As I mentioned before, I believe that Algoma's commitment to its special mission, cross-cultural teaching and learning and understanding, is becoming more and more understood in today's context. And I believe that your experience here at Algoma, given the connection each of you have had to us in some special way, has prepared you to enter what I see as an ever increasingly globalized and complex local, national, and world context. And I think you'll do it in a respectful, courageous, and learned way. As I was preparing my address for today, I recalled findings from a census of 2016 and the impact that what I had read at that time had on me. There are 234 different ethnic origins and over 89 languages spoken in the city of Brampton. Consider this for a moment. 234 different cultures, over 89 different languages, all shaping the future of this beautiful place. Consider that these numbers are 6 years old. We're now in 2022, and Brampton just keeps growing. There are so many opportunities for young people in this city today, and you're going to experience them. Brampton is a cross-cultural hub. It's made up of the heart and soul of the people that come from all over this world. This diversity in culture and the diversity of thought in your classrooms is why Algoma University fits so well in the heart of downtown Brampton. And as I noted earlier, Algoma is unique because it now, today, has students from over 60 countries in the world studying with us. Brampton is the perfect place for Algoma University to continue to grow and help make a more social and economic positive impact in this ever-evolving center of cross-cultural activity. As I mentioned, this year in particular is a very special time. It marks in many ways a new beginning, as not only do we return to in-person gatherings and honor a class that spent 2 years navigating their educational journey through a pandemic, but we're here to celebrate their accomplishments, their resiliency, and success. As president, it is both an honor and a privilege to recognize these accomplishments with you today. The class of 2022, the largest class graduating in the history of Algoma's existence. Today's celebration of our graduates has filled me with great hope and perhaps a little bit of wonder. Why hope? Because as we've discovered through the pandemic, it is hope that can help us make a tough present situation more bearable. It's also hope that can help us envision a better future. I believe hope lies within each of us as a desire to change things for the better. Each of you has a path that you're on. What is it you hope for in your life, in this world? How has Algoma University and all of the experiences you've encountered there prepared you for that better future? Prepared you to contribute to a better future? University graduates will often find themselves in positions of influence and leadership. I often refer to students at Algoma as future change makers. I see this every day in the stories of our alumni, many who are making a difference now locally, nationally, globally. I look forward to hearing from Ash in a few minutes, one of the newest members of the Algoma University Alumni Council and a proud graduate of our Brampton campus. Lately, as I mentioned, I also find myself in this place of wonder. I find myself wondering about this class, the class that lived through the pandemic, the class going into the post-pandemic world. What have they learned? Will anything change because of the experience you've had here at Algoma? What has changed because you interacted with the cross-cultural experience of Brampton site? And what makes you different from the other graduates, university graduates, as you've interacted with faculty and students from cultures around the world? These are my wonderings. This is my hope, that you go out into this world and you challenge. My hope, and I think I've seen it in a lot of your faces, a lot of the encounters I've had with you. Struggle to get through this part of the speech every time. This is my third time. Yes, I know. Tears are not a bad thing. Tears are gifts. Be brave and bring new and innovative ideas forward. Ensure you have diversity of opinion and thought at the decision-making tables you find yourselves at. And if it feels or seems unjust or harmful to others, then you call it out and you change it. I want you to use your voice, follow your hearts, and use the knowledge that you've gained here to go out and make a difference. No matter how big, how small it may seem, it's important. In my eyes, each of your spirits, when combined with the rich academic knowledge and critical transferable skills you have obtained in our classrooms, be it in person or online, computer labs, experiential learning placements, these have prepared you for the next exciting steps in your life's journey. Whether you are off to graduate studies, new career opportunities, or entrepreneurial adventure, be confident. be proud, and be the leader that you've proven that you can be. I know you will do great things, Thunderbirds, you already have. In closing, I want to acknowledge and congratulate all of our graduates and our recipients of those awards today. It is wonderful to see each of you recognized in today's ceremony. I would also like to take this moment to acknowledge the faculty for your tremendous talent, your effort, and the work that you have done every day to support, nurture, and inspire these students. Finally, graduates, if we can take a moment to collectively thank your families, your friends, your special guests for all they have done to support you along your journey. My hope for each and every one of you is that you continue down the path of destiny meant for each of you, that you find fulfillment and success in whatever journey you are on. With your university degree or certification, you have now been empowered to be whoever and whatever you want to be. I want you to dare to believe, dare to dream, dare to be different. Algoma has prepared you to go into the world where you will always be a Thunderbird. The Thunderbird was gifted to Algoma University by the Ojibwe people, the Ojibwe tribe. And as spirits of the sky realm, Thunderbirds were believed to be the link between the spirit and the physical world. My hope for you, our hope for you, Thunderbirds, is that you find your spirit, you find your wings, and you soar to new and incredible heights. Thank you, Chimigwech, merci.
Thank you, President Besna. I am pleased to invite Mr. Ash Lamba of the Algoma University Alumni Council to address Convocation.
So I'm much more relaxed this time. It's the second time I'm doing it today. So feeling much better. Hi everyone. First of all, I would like to congratulate each one of you for successfully completing your courses despite all the hardships of the pandemic. I thank Algoma University for having me here to speak on behalf of the Alumni Council. And I'm glad we all could gather today in person to celebrate this special moment of our lives. I wish each one of you a successful life ahead. But what I always remember, and I would like to share with you guys, is that the journey has just begun. And we haven't come this far just to come this far. It's just the beginning. So, a lot of people would go through rough patches going forward. You must have gone through some, which are apparently known as struggles, which I don't like to think them as struggles. I feel they're experiences, good or bad. They are experiences which shape our personality, and they're really important. The next tip which I would like to share, which I heard recently and I abide by it, is that if you get an opportunity, just take a shot. Don't wait for the perfect aim. Because if you keep aiming for the perfect shot, you won't even realize and the opportunity might go. So take a shot, and if you miss, it's okay. You readjust yourself and take that shot again. And you might be successful this time. But it's very important to take that first shot. Another thing which I would like to share, and that's what I've realized after coming to this country. Back home, we have family, we have friends who are already there, we have family friends. But like me, a lot of you are immigrants. When you move to a new country, you uproot yourself from your comfort zone to an alien land. And that's when your network helps. Your network is your net worth in this country. In any way, friends, faculty, family, right? So it's really important to grow as a family together. And as Asma said, we have more than 200 ethnicities just in Brampton. So why should we not take the full advantage of it and learn from each other and grow together? Why not share 2 cents of wisdom from each other and grow together? Yes, I feel that's all. But another thing which I would like to say is it all begins with a conversation. Your degrees, resumes, experiences, referrals, everything set aside. You have to start, and you start with a conversation. So make sure you start with a conversation. Last but not the least, I would like to welcome you all to the Alumni family. I'm excited to see the family grow together. Just because you've completed your course does not mean that you're no more a part of the Algoma family. You'll always be a part of Algoma family. So if you need us in any way, the Alumni team is there for you. Just an email or a text away. Bon chance. Thank you.
Before we dismiss, I wish to extend a sincere word of thanks to all those who have worked behind the scenes to make today's ceremony a success. Often these 2-hour ceremonies look very easy to pull off, but there's a lot of work that goes behind it. So I wonder if we can show a round of applause to everybody who helped. I want to take one moment to recognize Donna Rogers. Dr. Rogers has been the VPAR, Vice President Academic Research, for close to 5 years at Algoma University and will be retiring in June. And this will be her last convocation at Algoma. A few housekeeping announcements before we conclude. To the graduates after the recessional, please follow the photographer and assemble for our traditional group photo that will take place just outside on the steps. Please exit to the left and just follow the photographer's instructions. It's going to be a beautiful picture and a beautiful keepsake for everyone. The pictures that were taken on the stage were taken by a professional photographer, and those will be uploaded onto our Facebook so that you'll all have access to your pictures. To our guests, please follow the recessional. March out row by row from the front once the platform party and the graduates have recessed. There will be ushers and staff who will guide you to our reception area. And to everyone, once the group photo has been taken, you are invited to join us for a reception afterwards. And there's really good treats. Once convocation is dismissed, you don't like eating food, no. This group loves to snack. Once convocation is dismissed, please stand for the singing of O Canada and remain standing while the recessional march takes place. I now dismiss this convocation, and I ask that you stand for the national anthem. I want to, before the national anthem, just introduce you to Evan Williams, who actually graduated at the convocation on the Sault Ste. Marie site last week. And Evan is moving on to study opera in a much deeper way at the University of Western this fall. And I think you're in for such a beautiful treat. His voice